It's time for probably the final piece in the Witcher series that I guess I'll have VODs on. I don't know if calling it a series is the right thing, but yeah, probably for our last stream on Witcher, where we're not going to kill the monster, hopefully. We're just going to have a nice chat, hopefully just come to some kind of a mediation? What would you call it? Some kind of a... some kind of a deal, I guess, would be how you call it. Yeah, we'll hopefully come to some reasonable middle ground between us. Ask him to just kindly go away, and then everything will be sorted. I do also love just not actually doing what a Witcher said to do. We're not killing the big bad. We're just having a friendly chat with him, is what we're hopefully going to end up doing. At the end of the day, isn't the real big bad just the humans? We're not technically wrong. Yeah, last time we went around, got all the final trophies for the DLC to put in our house. Then continued the main quest, which has led us here. Into kind of mystical forest. It's all an illusion. It's not actually real. And I am quite confused. Especially seeing as I'm meant to follow this yellow brick road. Is what I believe the game told me last time. And now we've got a bunch of small people running around. It's making weird noises. Too small for me to get into their houses and rob. But, yeah. It's not entirely where I thought this would be going in the end. It's a fantasy illusion world in a book. Now that's necessarily something Geralt's not fine with. I mean, last time he tripped out and talks to his horse while solving a mystery. So yeah, it's it's a weird town. It's not entirely predictable for the most part. Yeah, where exactly does that take me? It just takes me back to the start, doesn't it? I guess I should maybe follow the dotted path telling me where to go. It wants me to go this way, which, I mean, I can apparently do. This does not feel correct minimap guide marker, but I'll do it. I'll climb up here. Minimap, it's an odd thing, isn't it? But the best of times, it's a little confused. I mean, it's got the right ideas.
Let him out.
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread. Now it's my turn to gobble him.
Okay, this is fantasy witch Hansel and Gretel style, right?
Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it.
Okay. So she's trying to get whoever's in there out, or whatever is in there out.
You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel.
I'm fighting her, haven't I? I mean,
Just
makes
as
sense.
soon as I catch you.
But I mean, I'm a bit confused. I'm fighting just a illusory witch. Are we just fighting Archosaurs? Seems to be what we're after, for now at least. I can certainly just beat up the plant. That's fine. Down goes the plant. Hopefully down comes the Wicked Witch, who I can then just whack with a sword, as you do.
she doesn't douse you.
I do like how I'm being given advice on, like, being careful and whatnot from her. Or, not the witch, from the person who I'm currently trying to help, I guess. And yeah, I was correct. I have to try and pop her bubble with this, I think. I don't know. I'm just shooting her. It doesn't seem to do much. I mean, that seems to have done something. Okay. That's able to stun me, is it? You know, this is going to be a real pain of a fight. Okay, Panther. I can beat a Panther. That is fine, I think. Come on. Just give it a big old hit. Oh, it does a lot of damage, actually. Didn't expect it to be hitting quite so hard. It's died. Just munch on some raw meat. You know, just get some healing coming in and all that. Did I knock her down? No, I didn't. God damn it. She's not the easiest to get, is she? When she comes in with that kind of strafing run, it seems you can hit her. There we go. So that's how you get her. Her broom acts on its own accord, so that's interesting. Setting her on fire doesn't seem to do a lot. Just get my shield back on, continue to whack her. If I get stunned, I think she goes back up. So I need to be careful not to get stunned by that. God damn it. Okay. That's annoying. Fair enough, folk. Fair enough. I wasn't able to avoid it forever. I've figured out how this fight works now, I think. Less happy that I need to fight both of these at once, but I think I figured out how the fight works. Just come on, let me get that Panther, please. There we go. I really don't like Archosaur doing its ranged attacks, but Panther is more annoying because it moves around a lot. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I don't think we're doing, like, amazingly in the fight, but we could be doing a lot worse. I mean, the witch is pretty much dead. Come on, just need to hit her with my crossbow. Nope, that was way too slow, Gavin. At the start of that, I pressed the button and it just didn't do anything. I just, like, yanked it slightly? I don't know. Come on, girl. I believe in you. You can hit her. It's nothing to do with me lacking the skills. It's to do with you, girl. I'm sure. Okay, we've got her. There she goes. And, oh? You can apparently beat up the broom. I hadn't noticed.
What the hell?
But I think I had a health bar.
The Wicked Witch. You've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Okay.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
We're just mixing all the fairy tales together.
Beans.
I like the idea of magic beans.
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But
No,
I
he's not
haven't
managed to
got them.
trade his cow or something, right?
Something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over, so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Hello, Zekar.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I was just mostly trophy hunting last time, then got all the trophies, so...
He should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because
I mean,
if not, I'll
I don't like the
find
kid
you and we'll
pointing
have
at me.
ourselves a little talk.
But yeah,
Understand?
last
Now
time hunted
shoot.
down all the trophies from DLC I could find, and yeah, after that,
All right. So why is
just
it
did a bit
you
more
are
of the
here?
main story. And now we're here. Yeah, came to look for my
Searching
lost
for my
child.
lost
I
childhood.
think.
Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
I really don't like the Duchess, by the way, Seeker.
But I doubt you came
I
all
can
this
see
way just to
why
bring me up to speed
people
on
in the
current
chat
events.
didn't like her.
So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But
And
from
I
what
don't
you say,
think I want to fight
or die,
Dettlaff,
you have
because I
nothing to do
really
with
don't
this.
like the
not
Duchess.
part of the plan.
So, up
Dettlaff
hers
will
again.
only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
This also means if I can, like, get rid of the previous Duchess or the current one, I guess. I mean, surely they could let Dandelion come back to here and I can just get rid of him by sending him to France. Like, it's a win-win, isn't it? Like, there's nothing wrong here. But yeah, they exiled you because everything that went wrong was kind of pinned on you because of the whole
Curse of the Black
Curse of the Black Sun.
That's why you were banished, right?
Mm-hmm. Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
Have an earlier save, go back, use our option. Again. I mean, I should have a save. That should be fine, I could do that. I could do that. Yeah. There's people who Dettlaff killed, they're the ones who escorted you out, I
You
remember
brought it up.
hearing.
The knights Dettlaff killed.
Right?
What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said.
Oh yeah, after I
there
finish
was-
this, I'll go back.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of fair
That
enough.
Explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
And she doesn't make it easy to sign with her, does she?
What's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack.
I mean,
Climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle.
I like how Geralt somehow
Shall
knows.
do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. One red, one
Like,
blue,
he
one
didn't
yellow.
have much of a childhood because he was
Won't sprout
raised
from
as a
just one.
witcher.
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead.
It's all very peculiar, this quest line.
Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here.
Wait, are
Past the
these
witch's house to the right.
Arcspore tendrils and such? Yeah, these are... They're from the summoned creatures. Interesting. And I don't know if that's a unique food item. But it picks up a gingerbread man there. Where is it? Can be sold or dismantled. Wait a minute. You can dismantle it? Alright, sure. See if that's unfair. She's playing victim. She used Dettlaff herself. Shot revenge on the men who wronged her. It's one thing. Yeah. I don't think she used the right methods.
So,
I think she was
what
justified
exactly
to
is
seek
happening
revenge.
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
So it's reasonable enough.
time flows differently in Fables.
If Dettlaff's willing to
You can stay
overlook
here a week,
it,
yet
as
outside
am I.
your minutes will have
If he's not, that's on him.
Watch out! Pixies!
Pixies. I mean, there's a lot of them, but they don't seem to take a lot to kill. I just continue to whack them a bunch. I think I should be fine. Ouch. I really cannot see them very well. They're quite dark in coloration. I'm not wanting to be racist towards pixies or anything, but I really can't see them much. They're practically just shadows, aren't they? Is that them?
Not the friendliest pixies I've
Needs
met.
to be them.
We were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you.
And up here we
Oh,
find the
unicorns.
horse.
We must catch them. We
Actual...
wanted to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one.
I wanted the pink one. Aww.
Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Cannot, no. No, don't elaborate, please. We don't want you elaborating on that.
Hogs here. None at all. This is grand. I'm alright. Not in any danger.
Ah, good to hear that kid's not in any danger.
At last, they're going to rip them in six.
I mean, if that kid was in danger, I might have to try and save him, but instead I can just murder wolves for no good reason. And is she trying to attack them while on horseback? Or unicorn back, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, she certainly is a bit interesting in how she's trying to kill. But these wolves have so much health. Regular wolves don't have anywhere near this much. Why are we taking so much to kill? I don't understand. Okay, that one got knocked down, so that was a nice easy kill. That's good. This one's pretty much gone as well. Let's see, can I just knock him down? Come on, Will. No? We're not knocking him down, are we? Alright, that's fine. I'll just whack him with a big pointy sword. It's all good. It's all good. I can just murder the wolf. Yeah, but Kaito didn't need saving, has been
Relax,
saved.
it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans. I don't know anything! Not one thing, and besides, watch out! Wolves!
Yeah. Fair enough. Apparently I know there's different coloured beans.
Right.
I don't know how Geralt knows this.
Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that. Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it? A human. The most human-y human in the land of 1,000 fables.
Okay.
Everyone! Wolves! Run!
He's very loud, isn't he? And we're after someone who's completely not human. The least human we can
Bet
find.
you haven't heard what happened.
So apparently
to the
Drainer's making a return.
Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about
Thought we're
somewhere.
away from
Out
him
in the
after
open.
Hearts of Stone
Just like
DLC.
that. No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow beam.
How did
Don't know a thing
Trainer
about
get
it,
into
right?
the game again?
It's somewhere very...
Yeah, apparently he's got a
very
bean as
deep.
well.
So deep, in fact, it's completely underground.
And who has it?
A bold farmhand who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
This is what schizophrenia sounds like.
All right.
Sure.
We should go.
Sure.
Watch out for wolves!
It's mostly just what loud, annoying children sound like. But
Tough
schizophrenia,
to talk to, that one.
loud, annoying
Was it,
children,
though?
same thing,
You need
right?
merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense.
So you could just,
It's just
never
a few.
found this book.
Red Riding Hood, Piglets and Bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course.
There's a lot of
Then
this for,
Longlocks
like,
and
just
the
a
little lass who
decision
sells
you
flint.
make.
Fine. Let's get to work.
Well, I've got a lot of level up points. Can I unlock anything? Can unlock this one, sure. Can we have multiple active, or is it still only the one? Still only the one. I do quite like the idea of this. Lets me use Ard more effectively. Okay. How would we do this? Put anything in there that's blue, right? Would be fine. Meaning what I'd want to do is something along the lines of this, then that, then this. Right? That should help out, I think. I hope. Yeah, that's definitely the best one to have. Cool. I've leveled up.
Incredible.
Hooray.
You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Like his new
Dropped a duck
coat.
egg in the swan's nest once.
It's rather impressive looking, his clothes up there.
Under the princess, who sleeps to this day, I think. Oh look, the Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show off his new robe.
And it's specifically Nilfgaardian Emperor in the fable, is it? Great. Just continue to slice wildly. I'm sure it works out fine enough. Yeah. Look at this, it's perfect. They can't even hit me. I'm not using in any way skill of any kind to win this. I was just wildly swinging. I'm amazed that worked. How am I getting away with this in combat? I don't get it. And you can pick 4-leaf clovers. Okay. But where does that appear? I want to say in my other, yeah. Those are actually quite expensive to sell. I wonder what it gets turned into if you sell. This is an interesting place. I'm quite enjoying it. I really am. We've even got a quest notice board. Oh. Contract. Okay. Skin of glass slipper. We got the ugly duckling as well. Don't know this one. We'll take unwanted children. Oh, the witch, lovely. And yeah, someone stuffing stuff under mattresses. Can I take the contract?
Contract for the goose.
You can.
That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress.
You know what, Geralt? I'm 100% fine with that. We've got much more important things to be doing, but I mean, we've also got helping out a goose. I mean, you can't tell me you don't want me to help out a goose, right, Sekur? Like, it's a one-off thing. You're not going to get another chance for it. I would think, anyway. Pixie's gone. Hello, Super Jesus. I mean, yeah, sure, titled Goose Game. I can get behind that. It's more so just Geralt finally having some fun. He's too uptight, you know. He's too uptight. Do hope you've been doing well, by the way, Super Jesus. It's been a while. Also, Model Village. This is reminding me of... I mean, before I saw a person walking in it, it was reminding me of... What's a film called? Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is a great film. If you haven't seen it, I very much recommend it. And the rest of the Cornetto trilogy. God, Model Villages can't look at them in the same way. Same with Japanese pastries.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One being lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
I mean, if we're passing by, can we, like, knock down the house? Apparently with ours. Brilliant. This is so weird. Geralt, what the hell? Also, that just one-shot one of those pigs, didn't it? God almighty. That was powerful. That just straight up killed another one. What on earth? I mean, I know there's a percentage chance to just freeze them, then knock them over to deal damage, but it shouldn't be that powerful, should it? Like, it should not be doing that. Ah, yeah, but wait. I didn't pick up on that, actually. I hadn't picked up on that. Are we able to kill this guy in, like, fancy one hit with Ard? I was kinda hoping we could. No, just knock him down. Fair enough. I do like the little hats they've got. Ooh, also, I should ask you, by the way, Super Jesus. What do you think of Geralt's glasses? I quite like them. I've also got, like, donkey ears and various other things. So, I could change the glasses if you're not feeling them, but... I mean, he's had them this whole DLC. And I think he looks just like a kind of comic book villain. It's really quite strange. It doesn't suit him at all.
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a beam.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Stunted a bit, but yeah, it's there.
Well, well, aren't you full of surprises? What else are you hiding behind that?
You know what?
Exterior?
I usually turn down every woman in this game. I like how she's actually just complimenting my sense of humour for stupid jokes. I love Geralt. I do, he's genuinely just completely lost. He's just a lost child who's grown up. That's all he is. I refuse to accept it as anything else.
Do you like it here?
I do like it, but more importantly, where did that contract go? The one about the whole goose. The secondary quest? Yes. Yes, it is. Come on, this one's an important quest here.
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old
it's called Roach. Geralt just named this unicorn roach just because that's what his actual horse is called. He's not very good with names, is he? It's like name every single horse the same thing.
A feather. Broken. It was a fight.
Geralt, why are we doing this? Geralt.
Goose feathers. Must
Come
have been
on.
flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies!
We don't need to be doing this. I love how he's actually 100% into it and taking it seriously. I'm really kind of curious what I get as a reward, because this DLC has been really nice in the way that it's not taking itself too seriously. Hates me just with oh. Yeah, that is a good point, isn't it? It's mages, sorceresses, and witches. It has a thing for magic and stuffed unicorns, but mostly magic. It's an odd type, isn't
Hey,
it?
there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
Okay. Camp.
Ugly end
A
here.
bandits. Camp. They've kidnapped the goose that lays golden eggs, so presumably I get a golden egg as a reward? Or something of that nature. Okay. Guess the one that gets the other. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not going to question his taste in women. We don't have to. It's not necessary. Poor Geralt, he wouldn't stand a chance if he did question any kind of taste in women that he has. So there's clearly not a lot of it. This bandit is dead. If he hadn't fallen down that small ledge, he definitely would have died there.
Eggs from free-range birds are so much better.
Here it is. Got it.
Oh well, where's the key?
Hello, Goose. You're now free. And you're able to write, apparently.
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
I do just get a golden egg.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
It's
Only
brilliant.
all my employers were that generous.
Genuinely
Would have preferred a
brilliant.
magic bean.
The last contract I got paid by them giving me 60 potatoes. Like, that's
You
amazing.
really travel all the way here for a coin.
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well,
This
spent a
is
few
great.
good months in
I
your
love
place
this
sometime
DLC
past.
so
Made
much.
me want to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
We've got the big bad wolf looking rather injured, presumably by a rather mean-spirited Red Riding Hood who's come back.
Hello?
Oh,
Can we talk?
or is it the lumberjack?
Watch my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard.
You never got around to
Oh,
it. Well, I
Fiona,
highly
what a
recommend the
long time it's
DLC.
been. You've
Not
changed.
only do you get to
Whereas
attack
you,
French
not at
bandits,
all.
but you can
Big
trip out
bad
on
wolf.
drugs,
Though it
talk to your
seems you
horse,
started
solve a
running with
mystery,
the wrong
and get
crowd.
paid in
Who
potatoes.
should I run with, eh?
It's a wonderful time.
Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table.
Nothing not to like about it.
Thanks. What brings you?
Have a
You can
drink,
always
I
have a drink with
guess.
us.
Oh, what? No! Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair.
Definitely want to.
Out of the question.
fair
What
enough.
must you drink? Do
Never
you wish
finish
to
your main
drown
stuff.
some sorrow?
If you do just
Into pride,
beeline
but
all
you
things in the main
much like a
story,
young duchess to
you can
me.
get it done in
They
about
stripped me of my
24,
title and
25 hours if you know what
birthright
you're
and
doing.
banished me. A family spat,
But
they
yeah,
say.
if you're not beelining it, it takes you long.
Listen.
It
looking
takes
for
an
magic
awfully
beans.
long time.
Seen
Well,
any?
not an awfully long time. It's actually quite a good
I
long
was
time.
given one for
But still,
safekeeping, but
it takes a long
Where
while.
is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hood's popped her claws.
I do like French
What?
wolf.
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks,
You really
and
enjoy
drowned
side stuff,
me in
Paris.
the
Yeah, I
river.
mean, yeah.
So once you stop coming,
I don't do all the side stuff, I just do a good portion of it.
Hood now outs at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Like, the characters in the DLC have been lovely. Like, Hearthstone, mostly just a storytelling thing. But
So,
it was a really
what
nice
now?
story, I
Don't
can't
worry.
fault it. It was a
I'll
good
play
time.
with him, or rather play him. I just need that little red hood. A piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the Lumberjack then, I would imagine. She's gonna play Little Red Riding Hood. She goes in, Lumberjack comes along, kills the wolf, I get my bean.
Alright.
Before that,
Time to
though,
jump in the well.
Break a leg.
well, here goes nothing. Drink some Cass and... Okay, now I can see perfectly fine. I will need the axe as well, however, right? Am I not able to loot the axe? No? It's supposed to be a lumberjack who comes and... I think it's slices open the Big Bad Wolf's belly and fills it with stone. Depending on which version you read. That can be omitted because, I mean, not most child-friendly. Really doing that. I don't think many modern children's stories would have a character having their belly sliced open and filled with stones. I do believe that was the original version of Little Red Riding Hood. I'm not certain on that, though. I wouldn't quote me.
Any luck?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit.
As much as I
Give it
like
to me.
this conversation, what's going on in the background, Geralt?
How do I look?
Geralt, you're just gonna stand there? I mean, I'm gonna compliment
Not
her.
bad.
Come on.
Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad.
She's usually kind of just
Yes.
pushed
She'll play
away.
the granddaughter.
And you, the hunter.
Ah,
You
yes.
again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if Little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
I mean,
Not a
Sienna's gonna
Sienna
play
can take her place.
Red Riding
What?
Hood, right?
Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with my dear.
Granny, what
I don't think this is
big
probably how it
eyes
actually
you
went.
have.
Better to embrace
I thought
you
that
with my dear.
the disguise would have been
Grandmama,
better.
What big teeth you have.
Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Okay, and ow, that hurt. Bad Wolf. I know it's in your name, but Bad Wolf. Can't just attack me as soon as the cutscene's over. I know that's typically what happens, but it's awfully rude. Okay, come on. Arden. That should slow him down if I do the arm, right? I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get the insta-kill or anything like that. But, I mean, it should still slow him. It's hard to tell because I meant to meditate before this, so I still have my cat active, so I can barely see the thing. Let's keep on giving me a knock with that. Doing fine. Do I need to repair my sword? I can just do that after this, so we're 100% fine to do that, I think. Come on, we're doing fine. The cat's worn off. We're now just needing to hope we don't die, which we do have Undying. So yeah, there comes all our health back. I don't think we are getting him slowed with the like freezing version of R. Bit of a shame that. That'd be better. Like Hogglon is always a must-have. Yeah, I mean, that is quite a useful thing to be able to just turn off. But on the other hand, you can just like meditate for an hour, and you're fine. Like it wears off on its own usually if you do that.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean? A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly.
His belly usually had the rocks, because the hunter we said just a minute ago.
Fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
Well, that's pleasant to have found.
What?
I don't know if she really wants to
I find myself
escape.
wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
I mean, I am kind of interested,
Since you
sure.
brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They had escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes.
Yeah, she
And the
became
noble knights of Toussaint.
a
I
vampire
didn't
is what I
stop
thought.
until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone.
Yeah,
without a call.
having a button to push
Poor
does sound more
Maze
useful
dress.
than just meditating at all.
Frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me. Or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly.
Okay.
Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
I mean, it sounds like
Should have stayed there,
you're
maybe.
in a pretty decent place.
Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then
Yeah,
a
you're
monster
not
you shall
wrong.
get.
You're not, and I don't like how you're not wrong.
Been
that-
through a lot.
Ocean's an Uzi.
And throughout this time, my sister was
I think
stomping
that's
graves,
probably the most
shagging
limiting
minstrels
factor
on
in this. I
Down
don't
Redding.
think we have
Wasn't the one to
guns.
banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
Anyway, we want to repair my silver sword. There we go. And yeah, what? No. I mean, apparently these are all quest related, those fake teeth and whatnot. Is there a notice board in here? Because I can't access my map. I'm kind of curious if there's more contracts. And whoa. I don't think you're meant to get all your stuff back, Roach. I mean, if you've got it, I'm not going to stop you from having a unicorn pasted over your model.
Giddy up.
Yeah, clearly that's just both the models overlapping, right? Because you can see two tails and two manes.
Slow now. Whoa.
Is that a mane? I don't know. Actually, something else I did want to check was these guys. Hello. What's up with all of you?
4 animals stacked atop each other. What was the tale called again?
The musicians of Blaviken. Huh. You've some link to the town as well, don't you?
But my tale's not much like this one.
Oh, Geralt. And they call me cool.
Yeah, I don't like how I've got a horse, which is also a unicorn.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small, the third just right.
And this would be Goldilocks.
Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated.
Hmm.
Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No bean here. Gotta keep looking.
Magic food. Oh no, I had to take the magic food. Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, I should not have done that. I'm gonna die horrendously here. I could fight maybe the one bear, but yeah, I'm not beating multiple bears, I don't think. I do want the rest of their food. Maybe to test out for beds as well, so I mean, I guess we're killing off the poor bears. Gosh, you need Telltales to teach a lesson. Yeah, like what was the story behind the 3 bears one? Like the moral story anyway. Like, I know what it was. Goldilocks broke into their house, ate their food while complaining about it the whole time, and then slept in their beds. Bears came back and chased her off. The bear's supposed to be bad? Was she not meant to get punished from it? Like, I'm assuming there was a different version which I haven't killed. Much like the Little Red Riding Hood one, where the like hunter and moose stories probably didn't cut open the wolf's stomach. I would imagine there's another story out there, right? Can I interact with any of this? Not really, but I can take more magic food. Which I am kind of curious. Is it actually food? It is. That's also food, apparently. It's apparently very hard boiled. Yeah, kid-friendly version definitely makes it a bit hard to understand any moral lessons in these things. Surprisingly not as good as I thought that magic food. Not worth killing an entire bear family over. At the end of the day, though, I mean, they're not real bears, right? It's fine. And yeah, Roach is now fixed as well. It's not actually Roach, now it's the unicorn again. Cool. Or, I say not actually Roach, it was a mix of both. Kind of like the... What was the film called? Was it The Fly, I want to say. Will I hop on? No, she's running off for her own one. I'm sure she'll catch up. It's fine. Got Pied Piper?
Oh!
I want to follow him. I don't know if he's going anywhere in particular. But he is leading rats around. Okay. He's just doing his own thing, fair enough. This Fairy Tale Land is a lot smaller than I thought. Also, can I help but notice a glowing light? Is that a fairy? Or what's going on? I'm gonna chase it.
Will-o'-the-wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Not to be trusted. Look, it's a fairy tale. It's not gonna go wrong. You can get some more 4-leaf clovers from
That's
following
strange.
And
Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale
Oh.
I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Anarietta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world, so some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Irony's delicious.
I'm also seeing another dead thing over here. I do want to investigate that. I also want to check, is this armor actually good? I'll be honest. Yeah. Plus a ton of vitality, as well as a bunch of resistances. I'd be mad not to wear it. I mean, it is heavy, but it does also make me look like a bit of an odd, shiny fella. This looks stupid and I love it. Also the sword, is that any good? Ooh. Yeah, that one is very good. I mean, sure, we're just wearing the Dead Knight stuff. That's fine, right? We don't need to be in any way concerned. It just boosts every single sign. Give it some poison, give it some burning, give it slowdown or stagger. What do we want? I don't think we have any stagger ones, do we? No, we do. I'm gonna say freezing. Freezing's kinda just fun. I'm feeling it. Also means I've now got a nice blue sword.
Once upon a time, a terrible dragon attacked Vizima. It took a clever young carpenter to bring about its defeat.
Right. Every now and again, some village idiot tries to imitate him, and I gotta come in to clean up the mess. Just one thing in its gut. A half-digested sheep, stuffed with tar and sulfur. Of course, but no bean.
Does that not disgust you, poking about in a rotting corpse?
Compared to the time I fought a Zeugl in Vizima's sewers, this... never mind. Don't feel like telling that story again.
I like if we are just learning a bit about Geralt in here. Also, if I kill that... I mean, raw meat. Sure. I'll kill fantasy animals for a bit of raw meat. That's fine. I'm happy enough to do that. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a good guy. Not once have I ever claimed to be as such. Yeah, we slowed down all of these guys by using R just there. No, like, insta-kills where it doesn't seem. Because there is a chance for me to just instantly kill someone. It's happened before, with, like, the 3 pounds when you came along, Super Jesus, but... I mean, I'm liking just fantasy world, but it's slightly French. It's nice. It's nice. I'm not used to having stuff like this. It's kind of stupid, but fun. It's not what I expect when I play Witcher. It really isn't.
Only one bean to go. Concentrate, Geralt.
Yes, only one bean. I'm having fun poking around the wilderness. Just looking for stupid things to do. Pretty sure the last one's going to be up there by the way. So I'm curious what the other marker is. I mean, I'm assuming it's just to talk to her for more information. I don't know. Just in case any of these create quests. No, none of them do. Bit of a shame. Not really surprised.
A dab of fistek?
She also sells drugs.
What tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker, I already have these.
I like how we just came across Fairy Tale drug dealer.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
Am I able to buy the ribbon off of you?
Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from Arturius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon
She's
reminds me of
surprisingly
the good
human,
old
this, like,
when I was
girl.
someone else.
Like, compared to my, like, very initial opinion.
Could you continue this touching scene elsewhere? You're scaring away my customers.
Can I buy the ribbon off
Give
you?
Sienna the ribbon.
I can give you a gold egg for it.
Sugar plum.
The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A
We
round of
can do
cards.
Gwent! Oh, Fairy Tale Gwent. Oh, I'm 100% up for this. I mean, apparently she sells other things, but Gwent.
Alright,
We
let's play.
get to do
If you
Gwent
lose, you give me
against
the
the
ribbon.
Fairy Tale child drug dealer.
None can best me at Gwent.
You even get to use our DLC deck, which is honestly really powerful and kind of broken. Let's give this a go. It's been a while since I've done Gwent. It's like a full 5.5 hour stream of it before. Now we're back. Get rid of the long ship, get rid of you. That's fine. We can play with all of this. No problems. Especially if we're just playing Scoia'tael. It's the worst one. Oh, I don't want to talk about how many hours I've lost to Gwent. It's been far, far too many. Opponent has passed. Well, that just lets me do my setup then. Cool. Then you. And I guess putting you. That will do for now. Next round I can get you back. Or you know what? We can just try and win this next round. That's fine. God. Gwent's a mess, boy, isn't it? Especially when you get into the DLC cards. Like, look at that. From 2 0 strength cards, your setup for next round is 19 strength. One of them is an 11 strength legendary, or mythic, or whatever you want to call them. I'm curious if I can get him back. Should I try? Oh. You can. I didn't expect that to work, because that's not an actual card. Let me think of it. Anything for in-universe card games. I mean, fair enough. Triple Trion, Tetramasters. I mean, games within games are always fun. Regardless of whether they make sense in any way. Anyway, what I want to play you to bring back this. Next round, whatever we have out should reasonably come back to us. We do have our ability to reshuffle our deck as well. But currently we are given the chance to resurrect them as well as her at random, so get 2 at random. Kind of tips, if I play you now, will you end up coming back to the field, or how does this work? Because they're not meant to. Also, I can just play Dandelion here, and I think I'm safe. There we go, Tetramasters. Really disappointed when replaced the card game with Underwater Soccer. Really? That sounds so crap. Why did we get rid of the Triple Triad? I mean, I've not really heard of Tetramaster. I'm assuming for good reason. Like, you seem to have a strong opinion against it. Yeah, all I need to do now is just keep playing out cards, and I will resurrect various people next. So I'm thing. It's only rigged until you collect almost all the cards. That sounds like a mess. Like, one thing I have wasted hours on is, I don't know if either of you have played the latest Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest 11 I think it is. Got in-game casinos for gambling. I wasted a lot more time than I should have. Just the same scum. I mean, sure. To an extent, like, the Gwent in this is also rigged. So, I mean, it's fair enough that, like, card games aren't always the most balanced, because you can't just give a completely random deck to an AI for an in-universe game. Otherwise, it's just not going to really help. And yeah, I still win. Still win. Just not this round, I win next round. You can't beat me. They aren't winning. Like, there's an 11 strength one. I had that down just to ensure my victory, and now I've just got back even more. Like, this is great. Panic cards lose to 0. Saying I had to restart. The games in any game are usually a bit broken.
A word once given. The ribbon's yours.
Anyway, that's enough quit. Back to this. Back to this. Okay, am I not giving the ribbon back to her? Does Geralt get to wear the ribbon?
Tell me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you.
I feel Sienna's a reasonable sort, isn't she?
Only one bean
Do
to
you
go.
not want to talk?
Concentrate, Geralt.
No. The only triple triad I've played was in the MMO Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy 14, I want to say. I wasted way too much time in the casino there as well. You may be noticing a theme here of me wasting a lot of time in casinos and such. I swear, it's not normally too bad. Oh. Okay. I didn't expect to actually get to the end of the rainbow. I was kind of just following a path. But the end of the rainbow genuinely had a pot of gold. Lovely. And Panther is dead? Does it drop gold? Golden thread. Fair enough. Played it rather than playing it with Triple Triad. I'd rather have been playing Triple Triad. Just cast Axe to get all my cards back. I mean, I feel that's against the spirit of the game. It's like saying you could just play Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you don't win, just like beat your opponent in submission until they give you back whatever you bet or admit that you won. Like, it's something you could do. I just feel it's against the spirit of things, you know? I don't think it's reasonably what you're meant to do. It's kind of not the expected approach to winning. I'm also just searching around in case there's more hidden stuff. Because I'm liking Fantasy World. It's so much nicer than just actual world. Although, I can't help but notice there's a lack of infrastructure here. Like these farms, no food growing whatsoever. No food. It's really an oversight, isn't it? Anyway, definitely Roach, let's go. We're gonna head to that other end of the rainbow, see if there's more. I'm trying to be honest. Tetramast. I mean, he doesn't lose any cards when you lose, you are right. To be fair, he never bets his cards, does he? And the bit rate wasn't happy. Was it with up by all those flowers and such? Is it like bushes like that it's not happy with? Should I not look at those? Once says play cards with your dealt. Then you cheat. I don't recognise the quote, but I can definitely appreciate it. After getting so many bad hands in Gwent, like, I'd definitely be up for cheating at times. How much health does Geralt actually have with this armour on? It's got lots. I can also add in various rune stones You know what? Just stick it all in. Make my R's really powerful. Must have like good Quen. Ah. Ard it is. Ard's fine. And I guess a little bit of Igni. Because Igni does come in use. Just to keep my legs and feet warm. That's fine. Where does that rainbow end? Past the boundaries. Okay, can't do anything there. Alright, I think that's us having to progress with the story now. Boo. I didn't want to have to progress, but I think we do. Anything else to loot? Nothing. Alright, back this way. Let's get for being a ATP 16 snob and half of the set.
You jest,
Like, I just like having it look decent, you know?
So adorable.
Like,
so sweet.
1080p, it could even be higher than that. If I really wanted, I could get you like 2K. Like the... Is it 1440p? I could get you better resolution if you really wanted. That's the resolution of my monitor. It's just the stream wouldn't be happy with it. You'd be getting less frame rate. This seems to be a nice balance of it, at least for me.
Maybe just couldn't.
But yeah, time to do one of the most dangerous things I have ever done with Geralt. Parkour up a tower. I'm not looking forward to this. It's a bit foreboding as well, with all the dead bodies. Yeah, it's seemingly Rapunzel, judging by the quest. So... why is Rapunzel in a tower like this? Also, do I want to jump around the side? I would imagine not. It's gonna need to climb. I thought this was Princess and the Pea, this tower. I didn't think this was Rapunzel. Because, I mean, Princess and the Pea was mentioned, wasn't it? At least on the notice board, I remember. But yeah, it just keeps on going. We're finally at the top. Ah. Well, fairy tales, you know? Yeah, Princess in the 1440p. And... hello. You're just a wraith. This is a different version of Rapunzel to what I knew. But, okay. Okay. Let me just whack you, done. What's that done? It's not like the 7 dwarfs, is it? How many skeletons? Is it 7? I think it's 7. It's a bit hard to count, but that looks like 7. I hope it's supposed to be 7 dwarves. We're just not quite as small as you'd think. Yeah, couldn't she just, like, gone down herself? Like, it's not that hard to get up here. Surely she's just gone down. The whole point of her being in the tower and being stuck is that she had to let down her hair for anyone to get up to her. She couldn't get out. Definitely get out in this one. Also, I should probably drop a Yrden. We are fighting a wraith. Like, that makes sense. Come on. Just whack her a bit. And she heals while these guys are doing their attacking and whatnot of me. So be a bit careful, and then we just need to murder it. I know I'm pretty low on health, but I mean, I've got my adrenaline points to kick in for this. I am fine. Come on, we're about done with you. Can we finish you by freezing you? Or are you not freezable? I don't think she was freezable. There she goes, bro. Where somewhere we get a beam. Is it under the bed or under a pillow or something? Just on a pill. Okay. Okay. Let's get some more magic food. And I mean, I'm not going to take any expensive toys. That doesn't strike me as something Geralt cares about. But yeah, there's this. which feels very Assassin's Creedy to me. It's only going to end badly, right? No, it's just Assassin's Creed jump from a tower into a pond. Okay, I'm up for that. Some of the few times Geralt can actually jump from somewhere more than a few feet up.
At Longlogs. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Dettlaff was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he
I
didn't
love
know
having
that.
just Geralt
I trust
finally
no one.
jump off of
Learned
something
that long
higher.
ago.
Cool.
Now
I
it's
feel he deserves it. Just to play the Goose Hawk there. I mean, there are the sound alerts. We can always play one now. It's not too late. Where is it? This one, I think it is. It's gonna work. Doesn't seem to have worked. I can't hear a goose honk. That's fine. That's not fine. I need to get that sorted. Give me a moment. Let's see. It's a sound alert. Dashboard. Log in. Let me just try doing it from here. Test in browser source. So it should work. Well, you can play it on page, you can play it in browser source. Yeah, no, it's working now. I'll give you an extra quack, 'cause apparently it wasn't happy. Let me just play that for you. There we go. Seems to be happy now. I don't know what was up with it. Something else I noticed now is just in the channel points there, though. I need to extend the Femboy Friday thing, don't I? I will be just a moment of that. So you can waste your points in there if you want me to wear a maid outfit. Because, I mean, apparently people do. There you go, have another 30 days. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, surely you didn't just aim to use Dettlaff from the start, right?
No. At first, I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Dettlaff. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all,
I don't think why not's the best reason, but sure. I appreciate you putting points towards it. Oh my god, I don't know why people want me to wear a maid.
What happened then?
I don't. As you see by the bit go, like, above the webcam, new costume at some point. They'll seem to be thinking maybe Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Possibly a Genshin Impact character. Like there's quite a few possibilities. I've not decided anything yet. Once it gets met, I'm putting a poll into the Discord, so do keep your eye out for it. It's probably not any time soon it would happen.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
I mean, you know what? Fair. I can
Got a history with
understand
Dettlaff now,
that.
So this meeting will be different. Not afraid.
I can handle
I mean, yeah, she doesn't have a reason to take it off, does she?
You look at him as a witcher.
I'm just going to be impressed if she keeps wearing it when she gets out
I know
of
what
here.
he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sort off to this fecking fable sphere.
Yeah, we're gonna have to,
Now we must plant
I would imagine anyway, beat a giant at some point.
To meet the giant.
Wasn't the golden goose from the giant though? Like, I thought that was where it came from partly. Or was that like a mix of various fables? I know there's a few fables about it. Like one has people killing the golden goose thinking there's more gold inside of it, and they kill the thing that was making them money and they regret it. A bit of a moral there, I don't entirely know how you're meant to really interpret the moral, but definitely there is a moral somewhere in that story. But I also remember there being, like, that shoehorned into Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
Right, this is the
Like,
spot.
I'm not wrong. Am I?
The beans.
Thanks for anything. Is that just Mickey Mouse and the Beanstalk version? It might have been. I don't know. I'm not the most knowledgeable about my childhood fables and whatnot. I do think it was in the Mickey Mouse one, though. You're not wrong.
The stalk will sprout abruptly, very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them.
We're throwing them into the ground, not actually planting them. How abruptly is this going to grow? Does it not need any water? No, is this like a firework? We're gonna go back, look over it, and then it goes off. Oh no, Geralt, you're gonna regret this.
Something's always gonna go wrong.
I think we made the goose lays golden eggs on the giant's house. I don't know where that part of the fable came from. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in every Jack and Beanstalk fable. I'd imagine it's just a few different versions have had it. Maybe it's because they like tried to link fables together or something, I don't know. I wonder if that egg is a trophy, or if it's actually a food. Because it's under my food, I can presumably eat it. I'd drop a save and try and eat the golden egg.
Incredible.
I'd try and eat the golden egg. This sounds like a bad idea.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with...
I mean,
him.
yeah. There's also like trophies you can put in your vineyard under the DLC though. Like on top of a shelf. That one might be more reasonable to assume. But yeah, can I drop a save? I can't. I mean, we need to check. How valuable is it? It doesn't cost much, it's only the one. I'm gonna regret this. Oh! It's an ability point, apparently. Wait, that's just straight up an ability point. You know what? That's fine. I hadn't thought that would be the reward. Cool. We've also got Gingerbread Man. It's not really usable, that Gingerbread Man. Got anything else we could maybe just eat, which is out of ordinary? I could just eat 60 potatoes, you know? So for some reason you want a Cadbury egg. Oh yeah. Thing is, mini egg or cream egg? Because cream eggs are ridiculously sweet, and they're so sweet to the point that at times it can just burn your throat, and my experiences, like, they are bizarre. But they also have Cadbury caramel eggs, which are a bit nicer. I can eat magic food. I can eat magic food. Oh no, that's just regular food. Boo. And oh, that's impressive. Okay. He can just do that, can he? I mean, thankfully I can slow him down with arms. So I mean, I'm completely able to just beat him because he's incredibly slow. I can't really chocolate orange. Ooh, chocolate orange. They are like an S tier chocolate, aren't they? Like I don't know much about tier lists, but I'd be willing to do one for chocolate or various other things, right? Like, what is the best chocolate? Personally, I think best chocolate brand is Milka. Not one you really see often, but Milka chocolate. Ooh, it's really nice. Like, better than Cadbury in my opinion. I don't know why, because I think we're owned by the same company. But Milka, if you haven't seen it, you can get it in like your farm foods and other like less expensive shops. Carrot Cadbury myself, I do.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
Thailand cinema, your taste museum. Reason cheap, partial to the... I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. And these chocolate mints. One thing I will say, this is going to be very controversial. Maltesers. Chocolate or a biscuit? Or somewhere in between. What are they? They've got chocolate on them, but biscuits can have chocolate. Is a Malteser a biscuit? I don't think it's quite a biscuit, it's not dense enough. The, like, malt stuff in the middle. I could be convinced if someone told me it was. By definition. But yeah. I mean, apparently I'm going to be useful to her once we're
Plan
out.
to use me like you did Dettlaff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler.
Not as expensive over there.
Stand
I mean,
there
fair
still.
enough. It's a European chocolate brand. Of course it's going to be expensive if it's
I've no
over there.
idea
It's
what
going to be
awaits me.
imported if it's Brazil, I'd imagine.
Treat it as my last wish.
From a lot further away than it is over here. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. One or two. It's like the last thing of Witcher 3, which I will probably be doing. I mean, Sekir, I feel you'd be really disappointed in me. I didn't. God. Okay, but if it gets anything bad, I'm turning off the game capture until it's over, alright? I'm sure Dettlaff's not going to be happy with this. It's very mean, you just pushed me over. Oh, no, game capture, you're going away. There we go. Yep, I had not expected that. She still has the hood on, surprisingly. She's taken over. She's taken off all other bits of clothes, but the hood's still on. Red Riding Hood. We're now diving through the cliffs. The hood's now come off, she's thrown it towards me. It's drifting off into the sky. Geralt's twirling around looking for her. I'm just worried about the YouTube upload, Super Jesus. Twitch, I'd imagine, would be fine with us. Just worried about the YouTube bots. When you get the suns at least. It's a bit weird. I'd imagine if just the suns. Everyone's described it. It would have been weird. Okay, we're now, like, both sitting, like, paint me like your French girl kind of thing, on a cloud somewhere. I mean, I'm not the best narrator at this. I don't want to go too in depth, because I don't know if there's, like, a filter on what words YouTube won't allow. But okay, game capture back on, that should be fine.
Just gonna go
We're
our
fine.
separate ways. No parting words.
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my.
Perfect.
No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I mean, I hope we've got a happy ending
I just
somewhere.
hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come.
She's planning to use me in some way. I don't think she's entirely against me. Also, sadly, I can't loot the giant. We're walking over its loot pile right now. Oh, no, never mind. We can loot him. Giant, where is your loot? It's inside here, apparently. Sliva Cyclops Eye? Not a giant. Despite giants existing, I'm fairly certain. And, another will-o-wisp.
Another will-o'-the-wisp.
Yeah, exactly what I said, Geralt. Stop copying me. Can't believe you. And this one's down here. Okay. I hadn't expected to jump down here. I thought we were going into the castle. Where's this taking me? Probably not the safest of places, right? It's taking us to a reference to Dark Souls. Oh, Geralt. Oh, this is great. This is Dark Souls reference. I love that. Just, this DLC is not taking itself as seriously as the rest of the game, and I love this. Okay, we need to check that sword. Is it actually good? If it's a silver sword, I'll likely use it. It's a silver sword, and it is good. It boosts all my sign intensity even further. I mean, my other one, better crit chance, big chance to poison, better crit damage, and armor piercing. It's hard to pass up. But on the other hand, do I really care? Because I get to use the Dark Souls reference sword and make it pink. Like, do you want to see Geralt's pink sword? It's not a euphemism. Look, it shines pink. Sans part of the mission. Doesn't take things seriously. The other side is much more brutal. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, I meant to follow you. Sorry, I kind of ran on ahead and found myself a Dark Souls reference. The other side you're supposed to find like the Grand Vampire or something, aren't you?
Just curious. Why do you want the Heart of Toussaint and the Ducal Wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need to jump into the well.
So,
You first.
wait. We're jumping into a well. That means we're leaving this place as soon as we've done that. Let me have a look over this way. There's somewhere where I haven't investigated, and it's up this little bit here. So to make sure I'm not missing out on anything, you know. Such as magic gold. And the donkey that kicks you. It's not very nice, but I did find some magic gold. Magic gold... down the bottom of here. Magic gold. Apparently, not worth a lot. Ah, fair enough, Super Jesus. I'll see you about. I'll see you about. I hope you enjoy your lunch. Yeah, this... I mean, it's just a ruined castle. It's not really much like Kaer Morhen, is it? It's just a ruined castle. Every ruined castle could look like Kaer Morhen if you squint a little bit. But you don't even really need to squint, just any ruined castle looks like it. But yeah, I guess we're jumping down the well. This doesn't in any way seem like a bad idea. But, here we go. Cannot save my game. Yeah, fair enough. What's gonna happen now? I hope it's fine. I hope it's fine. We've got a loading screen. You can't see the loading symbol underneath my webcam, but I can assure you it's there. It is loading. It's taken quite a while. Yeah, everything is still on fire. Fountains are popping into existence, and as are we.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Anariette and I would use it to...
hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Yeah, Regis,
Regis,
I think
what
it's
happened to
fine.
your famous manners?
Apologies, I forgot myself.
Come on, Regis. We need her to cooperate with
Done with
us.
this.
Can't help but feel she's got a different idea. Ah, little dino. You just destroy her. No. No. We can't. Like, up in the clouds, we did stuff with each other. It's the only women I've done it with in the game. And I turned off game capture because I'm still worried about YouTube VOD. It's a weird time for that. It was. Like, I didn't think you'd be able to float around in the clouds. I thought you'd just, like, sink through them and get up to fall to his death because you can't fall more than, like, 3 feet.
View of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Two of us should not be taking our eyes off Sienna this much. We're really putting a lot of trust in her.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive, so aware.
Detlef's already going to do that.
Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps
Game
he'll
will do
tell
it.
you himself.
Well, this is likely the last stream of it I'm doing though, so, I mean, I did it just to appease everyone. And, well, I guess appease Sekur's like only person who's in the chat. Apart from Super Jesus, but he hadn't followed along with most of it. And yeah, just had to kind of narrate a few pieces of it. Just while I was hiding the game capture. But yeah, Sienna, you
You're
fine?
nervous.
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. And especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
She does seem like a decent sort. I do think she'd be a better governess
ready.
than her
Detlef
sister.
will be here any moment now.
Like, Anna the Duchess seems to be the type who thinks things will just go her way. And I don't like that. Seems very, like, ungrateful if, even if you tried, you didn't get the result she wanted. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. I don't like the current Duchess. I kind of hope she's dead to vampires. I'm also hoping that Dettlaff is happy to just do some Gwent to side this. Although that one's even less likely. I doubt Dettlaff will do Gwent.
Ren. Sienna. Sienna. I have a question I must ask you.
Okay, you're not gonna ask it as
We
first.
feign it all. That which bound us was a ruse.
Dettlaff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
And what's no?
But how?
I'm now very confused. How did that happen?
Ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this sooner or later.
I didn't think that ribbon would do anything. It seems that had a lot to do with things. Okay. So if I hadn't gotten her that ribbon by playing Gwent, she would have died. I knew Gwent would pay off. I knew it would. How the hell can you tie Gwent to something that important? How? I'm so glad I've done Gwent in the past. If I hadn't, that would be far worse. Indeed, Gwent is life. Yeah, it was said to protect her. I hadn't thought it would protect her in a life-threatening situation. I thought it would have been just a general good luck charm. Nah, you don't mean that, do you? You know you love Gwent, really. We're not killing Dettlaff, are we? I don't want to kill him. Can we just not... It seems he wants to have a proper fight, but I don't want to actually fight. Okay. Is this a fight I'm allowed to lose? I'm gonna put up a fight, but I do kinda want to lose at it.
You tricked me.
And I haven't tricked you, Dettlaff. Just shut up for a moment, would you? I know you're a bit angry, but it's just because you're hungry. You need to get a Snickers down you. Alright? You're not you when you're hungry and all that. Come on. Ouch. If only we could get him a Snickers or something. It's fine. Like, it's not anything that bad, right? And yet, like, good music. Very climactic. Like, has this had this music at any other point in the game, or is this specific to this fight in the DLC? I think it's specific to this fight. Also, I should be keeping in mind, I'm pressing the wrong button, but go into my inventory. He is a vampire. I think that's Black Blood, right? Yeah. Just, I want to be careful, you know? You want to be careful. Just drink the Black Blood. Make sure he won't be drinking me. Oh yeah, it's got a lovely soundtrack. It's a shame the rest of it's a bit French, but apart from that, I mean, everything's good. I mean, with it being French, that means you get to murder some French bandits. So, I mean, I'm not all that against it. I'm not all that against it. And oh, it's stopping now. Spam Raffers and Kinneral. What is this? I just spam Quen and roll around the place. That's all I do. And then just hope for the best. I don't want to kill you, Dettlaff. I don't think you're leaving me many choices here, bro. Yeah, he's not leaving me much in the way of choices, are you, Dettlaff? I don't trust that's not a big explosion. Dettlaff? You're doing okay. I don't think I can shoot you down, can I? No. Doesn't seem I could. Okay. Now's our chance to hit him. Don't really get any other chances. But what's this? It's dangerous. Don't stand in that. Okay, I kind of thought maybe that's a weak point. Don't know why I thought that. Maybe not the most logical thought I've ever had. You're not accepting the OP for fighting Regretta. Fair enough. Like, it's nice having difficult fights. It's what I didn't like about
Nice play, isn't
the kind of Elden Ring for me, is that it was just kind of simple, I guess. At the end, I mean, I ran around with Rusty Anchor and another big axe in my other hand. I thought that was enough to make it, like, kind of stupid and challenging and fun. But I beat a lot of the final bosses on my second attempt. It's kind of a shame. I'd hoped it would be less easy to do. That sounds a bit weird for me calling Elden Ring easy. I mean, unless you impose your challenges by not using your summon thing, I think a lot of it does turn out to be quite simple. At least if you have experience. Yeah, I'm glad I actually get to have a bit of a challenge here. Then again, do keep in mind I am playing in, like, Deathmarch. I am on the hardest difficulty. Like, it's supposed to be very difficult, this. If it wasn't difficult, I'd be amazed. Because even the regular vampire, I struggle a lot. Especially like the Bruxas and such. They're an annoying breed of vampire. It's just go invisible and teleport around the place. Yeah. I think I keep Quen. I was gonna say, do I change over to Igni or something, because vampire, use fire. Nah. That is stupid. Just need to make sure I've got my black blood at the ready. Deathmarch is maxed right now. Upgrade wise, something to do the DLC. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the DLC which I don't think will prove challenging. Then there's some stuff which I think will. Because you've got, like, various missions where, for example, Hearts of Stone, you don't actually do any fighting for the most part, you just go around the house. One thing I will give you fair warning for, though, is Heart of Stone, when you're fighting the wraith that goes into paintings, god awful on Deathmarch mode unless you keep the DPS solidly up. Because it's really not fun. Dumb frog and Hearthstone, your arch nemesis. I didn't find that frog too bad, I'll be honest. I just kind of rolled around him using Quen and just got attacks into his sides and it seemed to mostly be fine. Like, I don't know if you've got the upgrade. If I go up and look, this is really not the time to be doing it. Is it this one? Yeah, fleet-footed. Really, really useful. I would highly recommend it. Like, just take no damage while rolling. Like, it's very much just a way to win. Without it, I don't think I'd be able to actually play Deathmarch much at all. I don't know what that is. I think that should be something that concerns me more, but I don't know what it is. Give me 3 seconds. I need to pay more attention to this fight. I would look at chat, but I maybe shouldn't. God, yeah, don't stand in that, it traps you, seemingly what it is. Good, I want to test what actually happened with it. But is there a better way to fight this map? And I need to stop looking at chat, not do that this stage of the fight. Whack them a bunch. Back away. Now Inzor's Nightmare is usually the boss in that DLC. Wait, what? Do you mean the hunt for the mirror? Or Olgierd's fights? The Olgierd fight's not a fun one. You really need to get your parries down for it, is what I found. Like, I managed to beat it second attempt, after I got like the parry timings figured out. I'm dead here, haven't I? No? No, I'm not. Very close to it though. Okay. Come on, you're gonna come down to me, right? Yes you are. Whack him a bit. It's about half health. We're fine. It's a good fight, even if it is a bit on the tough side. Okay, I need to pause it really, but we put Olgierd, decided to stop him from murdering the random guy, and Geralt was supposed to, but I didn't. What, you mean one of the bandits who had a bullying pinned on it? I'll be honest, didn't like the guy. I mean, the Lord of the House who had Manor burned down in that part of the DLC. His daughter was sexually harassed by him. I don't think he was a decent type. So I'm fine with like letting someone like that die. That's fine. I'm not gonna really get too caught up on him. At the end of the day, he was not a reasonable sort, and I got my role in here. God damn it, Geralt. Why are you so squishy? Why are you so squishy, Death Arch? Oh god. Is the only time you can hit him when he comes down like that? Is there not another time you can't, like, shoot him with your crossbow out of the air, can you? Maybe I'll give that a go. Maybe I'll give that a go. But it feels like that might be a thing. And I missed a cool touch. And we use Ard, but to try and slow him. I mean, I'll give it a go. It's not the easiest to do though, because he does really murder you very quickly if you're not careful. If I get my dodges right though, I can manage. I did not get my dodges right because he's a vampire, he jumps around the place. Okay, yeah, I don't feel safe not having my Quen. I'm sorry. I'm having to get in that. I can't not have my Quen. I need the shield. It's just 1 free hit of damage for the most part. And that's something I'm not willing to pass. Come on. We're getting him almost into second phase. We've got full bar of adrenaline, which means I could just get a full heal. Do I want a full heal? Probably not yet. I do think I have, like, enhanced and superior Raffords, but I don't think I ever found the basic recipe. Like, let me check. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We've got the Chimera. Damage dealt to foes helps me heal. It's not necessarily great. Cockatrice, Pops Moles don't need. Black Blood, Griffin. Is Griffin any good? No, just a little bit extra resistances. I could take this. Honestly, Wraith Decoction's really nice. I mean, yeah. Decker, you're not wrong. I do pretty much. I do have Raffords. Yeah, but I do pretty much just heal off of food. Like, you're not wrong. But yeah, let me just do this quick. If I now lose too much health in an attack, I immediately gain a shield. Which I think's gonna help. You gonna come down here? Yes, yes. Okay. Get a few attacks in. Back away. Okay. This is fine. Gonna manage. I hope. I have Undying Mutation. I do, yes. Without that, I would most certainly be dying a lot more. Where'd you go? There is where he went. Hello, you're back down. Let me whack you a bit and then roll. We're fine. Just roll a bit. Still don't entirely know how I'm meant to dodge that, but I mean it sometimes works. Now you're gonna come and give me a visit. I need to get my roll timing correct. There we go. Managed to do that perfectly. Didn't manage to do that last bit perfectly, never mind. Is it on T? No, Y. There we go. I got my heal in. Thankfully, I'm still alive thanks to it. That was not my best move ever. I kinda panicked while looking for the right button. Okay, continue to hit him. Do a roll away. We're fine. I don't know how to dodge those for the most part. It's not the easiest. Okay, I'm really kinda panicking. Because, I mean, he's half health, but I don't have much health, and I can't use any more Raffords to my necessity. I'm barely alive. I should have Undying kicking if I take another hit though. Come on, I'm fine. Let's get my roll correct there and didn't manage though. Just can get a couple hits though. There we go. Sadly, he doesn't get poisoned or anything, seemingly. And despite getting my roll timing about correct, it doesn't seem you get immunity to that for the most part. Okay, gets up his shield, he's going to dive down in a second. Do a roll back in, now whack him a bit. Roll away, perfect. We're alive! Somehow we're alive. I really don't think I deserve to be with how I've been playing, but I'm alive. How the hell has this been going even somewhat okay? Okay, I can probably drink another thing of Raffords in a second if I need to. But I cannot avoid those bats. I've done it a couple of times in the past, but I don't think it's really all that doable. Okay, so roll. Okay, managed to get that correct. Come on. Like 4 hits? Should have gone for 3, shouldn't have gotten caught. That one was on me. Okay, we have enough toxicity, we can drink Raffords. God, that is painful. Yeah, just, I can't drink Raffords. I should have been able to, and I got crazy. I thought I could get a hit in. Apparently not. I do have white honey to clean the toxin. Doesn't that clean, like, the whole effect, though? Like, of the potion as well? I thought that was implied, wasn't it? I mean, I guess I could... Let me have a look at my items. Let me maybe set this up better. Because Vampire Oil, haven't been using that. I maybe should. I'll apply that for the second phase. Potion-wise, we're not going to need Cat. Thunderbolt? I mean, for 60 seconds. That's not going to do much. What have I got? I mean, Raffords. I'm going to take Raffords. But I can go into my T slot. I don't have a lot of toxicity to spare as a thing. Does Rafford's one-time use, it didn't matter. Good point. Good point. I'm thinking something along the lines of this should be good. It will use a lot of toxicity, but I think it should be fine. Let's give this another go. Come on. I've got, like, moderately okay weapons and such. We can do this. And actually equip my quip. There we go. I didn't want to meditate game, but I appreciate it not letting it. It's really not the time for it. I can just keep getting my Quen up and rolling around. I think this first phase I could probably do without taking any damage. Because yeah, Quen completely blocks his attacks. Seemingly. Maybe not as big charged red attacks. But it does block for the most part his attacks. Come on. I can do this. Yeah, that attack there, don't know how well I would end up blocking it if I did get hit. We can do this. Come on, let's give him a bit of a whack. We're fine. Don't get too greedy. I just need to moderate myself, get as much damage in as I can. Did take a hit there, nothing too bad. I've got various bits of raw meat I could eat. In fact, it's now the time to take out the good food. Because I've got some at shield 80, yeah. That's just better healing than what I currently have on. Let me just eat one of them. I don't know why I hadn't done that before. I have literally just stocked up in a ton of like 80 healing foods a while back, just with that in mind. Ouch. Okay, I'm getting hurt a lot by him here. I'm not entirely focused in fights. I'm fine though. You know, I'm fine. See? He's dead. Right, this is him dead. Definitely dead. You do have to watch this each time, you can't skip it. Well, Dettlaff, let's give this a go again. We're fine. Dodge roll? Doesn't really work the best, does it? But I mean, I can hope it works. 3 hits, back away. Okay. Yeah, a healing's definitely better than it was previously. Like, I'm seeing a lot more health coming in. Working well, your Overwatch. Fair enough, I hope your Overwatch is going well. Where is he? There he is. He came in a little bit later than I thought. That's fine. And God, he hits me through the Quen. It's the most dangerous part. Like, I get damaged past the Quen. Okay, come on. Manage it. We're not managing amazingly, but gotten through the first part of his health bar, the first segment. That's not good. Raffords? No. Can't have that right now, apparently. Okay, here we go. Got my health back up. Did not manage to avoid that annoyingly. One hit, then back away. Not risking it, I'm playing this safe. Or as safe as I reasonably can. Still don't know how I'm meant to dodge that. I'm supposed to be immune to damage while rolling, but I'm not, so fair enough. Okay, he's about half health. We're doing well. Not amazingly, but we're doing well. Okay, back in. I think 3 hits? No, 4, I'm getting crazy. There we go. Only just had time for that. I arguably shouldn't have bothered. It paid off. I got 1 extra hit. You gonna teleport to me, or no? You're doing your bats. God damn it, Mr. Batman over here, thinking he's all that. They're fine. I've got my adrenaline points, so I'm thinking swallow, just to get a bit more healing in. Yeah, my adrenaline points have now kicked in as well. I am dying, is gone. Okay. We're fine. We're managing, you know? We're not managing well, but we're managing. He's below half health, it's the furthest I've gotten him, I think. Still don't know how to dodge the bats. Maybe I'm meant to block it? Maybe I'm meant to use Ard on it, I don't know. But we're doing relatively well. He's going to hopefully try and jump down at me again in a minute. I really don't know how I'm meant to block that. If there is a way to block it, or not anyway. Get away while he's doing his takeoff. Where has he gone? He's up there. He's jumping down to me, didn't even do the bats that time. Okay, that was impressive. I think I got lucky more than anything. Because yeah, bats this time, we're fine. Plenty of health. I think Undying should be about ready to kick in again. I hope. I really do hope. Don't know for certain on that. And Muthes. Or dead? We've chopped off his wings. Okay. I should have drank some black blood. But we armed him into the sky and he runs off. He's not run off, he's trapped me in some kind of dark realm or something, I don't know. Doesn't seem good for me, does it? Am I not able to get a checkpoint in that? Let's get Quena. What part of him am I meant to hit? The little flesh buds on the side, seemingly. They definitely take some hits. Okay, honestly, this is seeming a lot more doable than I would have thought. What's he up to? Nothing beneficial to me. But I mean, I can still beat it. Ow! He really bloody hurts. Okay, drink some Thunderbolt, drink some Swallow. Think Undying might be able to kick in? I don't know. Undying isn't able to kick in. God damn it. Oh, we got so far. Does he not have a save? This is why I hate vampires. Like, they just murder you if they get their kind of flurry of attacks on you. And because they teleport around, it's hard to know when they're coming in. Damn it, we're back to start. Okay. Okay, at least we know what works. What works is Swallow I will have there. I will have Rafford's there. I'll have... Do we need anything else? Adrenaline point gain? Increases your vitality for a short while? Not really. Do you need to remember to put on Vampire Oil? Also, do equip better food. What else do we have which heals for 80? We've got fish. We've got a grilled chicken sandwich. We've got... we can just have some like nice dried fruit. That could be a decent one. Anything else? Really? Like, I've got a lot of things to eat. None of them seem to actually heal for a lot. Dried fruits and nuts. Lunch and a cucumber. Some duck. Entire chicken, maybe? Just fish? Not even cooked, just fish. Butter. No, we've found what we're eating. We're just gonna munch on some butter. Lovely. Do we have anything left to level up, really? If I could get anything improved, I'd be happy. Put points into maybe Ard and try and use it. Like, increasing the range could be alright. Yeah, nah, I think just save my points. Use them to get a mutation at some point. Yeah, this time we're dropping a save before we go in. We're gonna do this. Got it. never could do. But imagine this fight happens even if you confront Mr. Vampire Man, like on the other side of the story. So I'm not sure if that's what I'd want to do. Yeah, I do think I'm happy just leaving this quest line as is once I'm done. Like, I don't think to be bothered going back and fighting this guy again, Seeker, is what I'm trying to say. He's a pain. Like, at best of times he's a pain. Worst times he's even more than that. Come on. We're managing. Just keep on attacking him. We're doing a thing. Not taking much damage here, have we? Nah. I'm currently on full health, so I'm happy to just flail on him a bit. And just hope for the best. Yeah, there we go. Can't skip this. We're fine. Won't have to skip it. Still worried about his bats that he summons in. Apart from that though, I mean, like, my rolls do make me invincible. It's only bats I can't handle. I don't know why. Maybe I've just not got the angle quite right for dodging? It's hard to say. Hard to say. Just gonna do bats again. We'll try dodging at an exact 90-degree angle to the bats. If I can. And it didn't work, did it? God damn it. Okay. That's fine, just keep on attacking. Didn't manage to get away there. A little worried for my health. Just managed to get a roll in there. I think I'm fine. Yeah, we've had Undying kick in, which is not ideal, but we're fine. Fire Ard for that. I can't just use that when I need to be getting my shield up near enough constantly. That's just not possible for me, I don't think. Like, I do need Quen if I'm not going to die. I'd rather take the hit from the bats with Quen than chance just dying, I think. Okay. We are largely okay. I'm not gonna say I'm doing a thing, but I'm doing moderately okay. Could be a lot worse, couldn't it? It's at least more interesting than fighting that, like, giant or cyclops or whatever you want to call them at the end of the kind of fable part. It looks like I can dodge it if I get my timings right. I don't entirely know how that works. I need to wait for it to only just start firing the bats. And then I dodge? I don't know. Let's see, can I... No. Dodge slightly too late here. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. It's weird. Okay, come on. Can we get him in this part? I hope we can. We couldn't though. God damn it, we're gonna need another Raffords, I think. Yeah, Raffords. I'm not trusting myself to dodge bats. We're out of Raffords, we now need to use Swallow Bats on Key. I can use that. Don't want to be using Cat, but I might accidentally at one point use Cat. Dodge now? No. That came close though, I think, to dodging. Come on. This has to get him into his next phase, right? No? No, he's still going for it. God damn it. Thankfully I've got full adrenaline. Undying should be able to kick in as well. Gonna try and get me here. You're gonna jump down? You're not jumping down, you're just jumping. Got it. Now you jump down. Dodge away, dodge back in, just hit it. Perfect. Final phase again. We've now gotten to a second time in a row. I think maybe we'll get it this time. I really bloody hope we do. Because I'm fed up with these unskippable cutscenes mid-fight. Just don't like vampires. I don't. I'm not racist. I'm friends with vampires, you know. Regis is a lovely man. Or vampire, or whatever you want to call him. Okay, now is the time to be adding on the vampire oil. I'm gonna have to kind of interrupt the flow of this. Just a little. There we go. Oil. This one's the one we want. Okay. Just be a bit careful of him. I do want to attack these little pustules of flesh or whatever they are. I don't actually care about his material or body. Or thing. So I'm not racist. I'm not his good friend. I'm aware that's what I'm saying. I'm aware that's what I'm saying, Sergio. Don't you worry. I do have a vampire as a friend. I couldn't possibly be vampire racist, you know? That's how it works. God, he is murdering me. I want Swallow for extra healing. Get Quen on. Okay. I can just murder these bits. Dodge. Dodge again. Dodge some more. We're somewhat managing. I am getting stuck in there, which is not ideal. I almost died just there. I wish I had some Grapplers left, but I panicked and used it earlier. Okay, come on. I just need to hit this. Keep an eye out behind me and roll away when I need to. I'm gonna get stuck there if I'm not careful. Okay. Is that me about done? I think it is. Looks to be no health bar except from a tiny sliver. Do I have to kill him? I don't know if I have to kill him. I won't if I can avoid it. I just Axiom. I can slow him down. Okay. Okay. What do I do here? Is there a way to spare the man? Because I don't want to kill him if I can avoid it. I don't think I can. But, I mean, I'm gonna try. And just to be safe, drink another Swallow. Drink a Black Blood. Slow him down. If I parry him, is that possible? I don't want to make sure I've got Quen on, so I don't know how hard he's going to hit. If I parry you. No? That didn't seem I was able to parry. That was a parry, I think. Fine. I'm sorry, Dettlaff. Sorry. If I could, I would have left you alive. Yeah, I've seen him partially severed before. And he was fine, so here's my hope. That he can regrow his head somehow. I don't know how that would work. He regrew a hand, it's practically the same, right? I'm assuming Regis is against killing him.
Leave him to me.
Or...
Be gone.
No?
I can't let...
I insist.
This is going to be a last moment between friends, and I think Regis will actually kill him here, judging by the tone. Poor Dettlaff. It's a rather brutal end. Man's just naked now. Poor guy. Feel bad for Dettlaff. But he just feels bad as well for having to put him down. It's a shame we weren't able to, like, talk him around. I kind of thought that was where this could have gone. I'm assuming if he killed Shanna, or whatever her name was? Sienna, that was it. Then maybe he wouldn't have done any more? It's hard to say.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
I mean, I'm not going to be.
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to. It's neither interesting nor productive.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on
He's not even got his glasses on.
Caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
I mean, you're gonna get philosophical, Regis? I hope not.
That's because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit, as I shall not be attending.
Turn light on in the room quick.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it.
So Regis is leaving.
Medals
It's
on
fair enough, really.
Just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Sienna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act
Could have been Regis who would have died, possibly.
Delivered my invitation to the ceremony.
No.
Sienna's in the palace.
He's not the most compassionate man,
pressured the
but
Duchess to lock her in a
he's
tower.
a reasonable sort.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Not a bad idea talking to Boot Black, but not right now, because I mean I need to keep this outfit
Black again.
like
Meet you by his
pretty
stand.
and not
Shall await you there.
ruined.
Shoot the breeze with the charming lad to pass the time.
The boot black? In the lower city? Intend to soil my masterpiece in the city's gutters?
Promise to be careful.
I can change clothes for if I'm going out, can't I? Yeah, I can change clothes, and because these are quest related, I will need to put them on later. Which is fair enough. And will you stop sending me over to there each time I equip something? There we go. Quest items. Yeah, they're all fine. Can get those back easily. But one thing more important than the rest. You know what it is. It is glasses. Can't leave Geralt without his glasses, you know. This whole thing started off because his wanted poster didn't have glasses on it. But yeah, I guess head to Boots Black. I've taken off the outfit. That might get a little crumpled, I don't know. That has been tailored to me. I don't want to get it ruined. Oh. Also, apparently it's down here. It's the best way. It fooled me. Just wondered if there'd be a better way to go than this. That's okay. Down here we go. Down here we go. Donkey ears better than glasses. I will adamantly refuse that being true. Because I mean, donkey ears, I don't think they look that bad in Geralt. I think the glasses do, and over this whole DLC they've grown on. One thing we can certainly agree on though. Yeah, this one's most certainly not the best one for Geralt. His heist mask. That just looks kinda stupid. What other masks do we have? I think we've got the White Wolf mask, don't we? Yeah, we've got this mask. It's fine. That's from like the first time we bought a mask. We also have a ceremonial mask. Don't entirely remember where this one's from. We've got identical mask, but different texture and colour. And we've got this one, from when the Queen showed up too late and resulted in someone dying. Or not the Queen, the Duchess. Sorry, I need to make sure I refer to her magnanimity by the correct title and all that. Yeah, glasses, best mask. Best mask. Because they make you look like a comic book villain. It's the only reason. There is no other reason why I like them so much. Also, apparently still got loot. But that's been there for ages. You would have thought someone would have tidied it up by now. Everything else disappears within like, maybe 20 minutes. Why is that still there? One of those beggars would kill for a bite. But yeah, Mr. Boots Black. Game? Okay, game. Oh, thank God.
Oh, it's the swordsman.
I thought it crashed there for a second.
For spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots.
I don't think
clean
that's...
soles. A fine slogan.
Wait, has this kid got a doppelganger or is this just a bug? Oh, this is an odd time, isn't it? There's not meant to be two of him. And he's not meant to be inside of my legs. But yeah, how's that, like,
Well
soap
enough.
you were
I can't
given
complain.
working out?
Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
I kind of thought he'd go away after a while. No, he's just a...
Coat.
You just have
That's
two
some
children.
letters, remember?
Maybe that's why the
Why,
game
of course.
stuttered.
I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
And you didn't tell us
Why didn't you
about the
tell us
beggars
this
before?
When we first talked.
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Beggars.
So being discreet.
Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know!
Okay.
They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Did they say where they got
Where'd
the
they get
letters
the
at all? Like,
They picked them
I'm
up, get them from
doubting he
someone?
I
knows.
don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then
Okay.
right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble.
I wonder if compassion was going to be Dettlaff killing himself.
Visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Because he was being overly compassionate to the person who was blackmailing him, who didn't want his compassion.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is it.
It's a possibility.
What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
I mean, did you like buy the building, or are you just
Shelter.
unfriendly
Them
neighbours?
living here bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
I
Decent
would be
folk
afraid of
mentioned.
beggars.
Mean
This just seems like
yourselves.
they're blatantly against
Why?
beggars for no
Do you
reason
doubt it?
other than just
Oh, yes.
to not like
Hear
them.
that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Jesus, that hurt.
Okay, apparently it is just a fist fight. And I need to prove that I'm capable of this. I hadn't expected a fist fight. But, I mean, I'm the fist fighting champion, don't you? And I've done all the fist fights everywhere. I'm sure this is doable. Ouch. It's less doable when that happens. I can just eat some butter though, so I do just win. Perfect. Butter trumps all, as usual. This is all working out. Why is butter one of the better healing? It seems odd to me.
Grey-haired puppy number.
Can I? Yeah, get rid of one. There we go. It's 1-on-1 now. And apparently these guys are bandits, not villagers. He's also not very aggressive, is he? I mean, unless you're, like, a beggar, in which case you'll just pick a fight for no good reason. We've got people screaming, walking past in the street who can't see this. That's
All
fine.
right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk the shelter elsewhere. They dislike that I help the Beckers. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
I mean, they can have my vineyard if they want, right? I'm not using my vineyard. It's a nice place. Can I send them to the vineyard?
Need some
I hope so.
information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the Boot Black in Rue de Garl.
The Boot Black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
I mean, sure. We'll wait
Thanks.
then.
We'll wait.
That's fine.
Nice of you to let us.
I do like just Geralt and Regis smoking around the city one last time. It's a nice touch. You didn't have any of that in like the other one, did you? In the main story or Hearts of Stone.
My dears, I've
And
a
just
matter
ended.
to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
I'm also happy to pay them
Recently,
bits.
4 of you delivered sealed letters to the Boot Black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can
How's the
tell me.
music changed?
You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the Boot Black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
I mean, if I tell them it's meaningless, can I take it? Or is that not how this works? Because I want to see the letter.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
She, thinking could be Anna. Like, the two of these girls could have been in it together, the Duchess and sister.
If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise.
Now, I'm still not trusting the Duchess. Nah,
Alright,
look in.
Take it. I didn't want to see the Boot Black anyways.
No, he's just a poor beggar. I can't beat them up. No, I can't do that, kid. And yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I do hope you're doing well. Like, good work with the...
Damn it.
What's it called? Hunt Showdown submission.
Name, truly?
Oh, it really was good. Like, I'm not just trying to butter you up or anything. Like, it really was good.
I must say...
Mate, I did give you the criticisms because you, like, asked for criticisms, but... I mean, well, that's honestly something, like, you'd expect to see from, like, an actual professional showcase.
Was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Especially the start.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Yeah, I probably should have paid attention to that. That probably
ceased to be a tantalizing brain teaser
oh,
and
well.
turned incredibly
It's fine.
grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Spend more time in the start. And yeah, the start definitely paid off. Like, that's a good enough start to hook people into watch it all, I think.
Indeed. The logical conclusion.
I don't know how it's judged, but I think you've done a good job on it.
Victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
I mean, is it a good idea to press her on it? I don't know if it is. If you get finalists, I'll be stoked. I doubt you'll win. I mean, even if you don't win, like, you've done a good job. It's something to be proud of. Like, it doesn't matter how far it goes. It would be nice, though, if you got to finalist, or even if you did win. Like, there is a possibility. Like, I wouldn't sell yourself too short. Other talented people making it looks like. I mean, yeah. I'll need to see. It depends what metrics it's judged on, really, I guess.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Syanna locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal.
I'm still not trusting Henrietta.
Another, she's locked away.
Should be looking for a way to atone.
Awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
I mean, gonna come with me?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare Lachaise Lodge.
Okay, fair.
I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his mini.
Enough from DLC, what's been happening? We're right at the end of it. I don't know if we're gonna get any spoilers. Do be careful, by the way. So, if you haven't finished it.
It means you're going
like we've just finished the final big bits. We're doing kind of epilogue part of it.
I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence.
I don't know how much is going to be revealed. It seems to all be story stuff. Or could be spoilers. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, I wouldn't blame you. I don't think anything you've been here for so far is any kind of spoilers. I don't know how far through you are, but yeah. Just do be careful. I'll need to make like a lurk command. I don't know entirely what people expect from a lurk command. So I'll need to have a think. You're not far at all. Okay, one thing I will tell you to do. If you're not far into the DLC, you've got a nice fun mission. Not necessarily difficult. Up here. Now, if you want me to zoom out better, it's up towards the top right of the map. Zoom in. By this crossroad, you go up here. Little house. It's worth doing. 100% worth going to that little house by the cave. There's a quest. Pretty well hidden. I don't think it appears in any notice boards. And, I mean, all I'm gonna say is, I mean, you get paid in potatoes. 60 potatoes, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna need to visit my vineyard again because I fully upgraded. I've now got trophies to hand over. The potatoes aren't even the best part of the quest. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna tell you that you get paid in potatoes. It's a wondrous, wondrous quest. And you will not regret doing it.
I can almost see the center.
Because, I mean, you don't seem like the type who wants me to kind of tell you the fun parts of it. It's more fun to experience yourself, I'd have to say. It's not the easiest of quests. I'd maybe leave it a little bit if you've only just gotten a vineyard, maybe do a little bit more, it depends what level you're at. I'd say around level... what level am I? Around level 45, you're more than fine for it. Level 40, you could do it at a push. That's if you're on the hardest difficulty anyway. I've been playing in Death March. Don't know what you're on. Yeah, good quest. There's only the one fight in it, so you should be okay. You're playing on Blood and Broken Bones. Is there a way to check your difficulty while you're playing? Yeah, you can. I'm on Death March. That's one above what you're doing. Yeah, enemies, they're a little bit on the spongy side. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is mostly fine. Like, all you need to do for Death March, or at least all I had to do for it, is invest in using a bit of Igni. Igni gets rid of your shields, setting them on fire, does a lot more damage on your sword with the damage ticks, also stuns him for a bit essentially. Gourmet lets you just heal from eating butter and various other foods. And this Fleet-footed for rolling, and is it this one? Yeah, Undying. Those are pretty much all you need to be able to survive. Just stick up your Quen, get a couple hits in, then roll around the place. It's manageable. It's not anything reasonable, really. But it does make it more hard. It takes a bit to get used to. Like, I died in the very first fight against some ghouls. I think 5 times before finally beating it. I don't know if 5's a good estimate. I've been playing this game for a long time. But yeah, it's a lot I died. To be fair, I was still getting used to the combat, and I was trying to use the lock-on with keyboard and mouse, which really does not work. I'm not gonna lie, it does not work in the slightest. Anyway. We're going into Palace. I don't know if we're gonna have any spoilers here. Just do be warned, there may be spoilers. I just need to put on my outfit again. Where's the rest? There it is. And take off my gloves. You'll lurk. Fair enough, fair enough. Do you want me to put a message in the chat or something? And yeah, it's lovely shades. They look like they don't fit Geralt, they make him just look like a comic book villain. Like kind of Doc Ock glasses, I think. Yeah, I'll send a message in the chat if you want, when I'm done. If you are muted. There are subtitles, so do try not to read them, I guess. Depending on what happens as well. But yeah, I'll send a message in the chat. If you are busy, don't feel like you need to rush over or anything. But yeah. Is there any way I could actually talk to this woman who I'm looking for? I don't know. She's being pretty well guarded for obvious reasons. If you've seen the plot, I won't say it out loud in case you're still listening in.
Halt! Need to see Sienna urgently.
In the matter of?
I'm not gonna say that. The Duchess wants to protect her. We want to talk.
I want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Okay. Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation. Urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission.
We didn't bribe him. We didn't brainwash him. This is good. This is good. I didn't implicate her in an assassination plot either. So she's still safe for the time being.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's option 3 here. It's not because of the curse, it's not because of envy. You took things because you wanted what was rightfully yours, honestly. She turned her back on you. Plain and simple.
Because
you even mentioned it in passing.
Then banished all memory of you.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
You feel bad for her. I mean, she does seem to want forgiveness. Like, Anna wants to forgive her.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
I think she'd get a rather cushy life if she did.
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
I mean... I think asking her is probably worth it.
But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all Toussaint. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell,
I think we've convinced Sienna. I think we have. Just clearly contemplating it a bit. Still thinking she could be a vampire? Not sure though. I'm really not sure. At this point, I'd be willing to accept any kind of turn this has.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Let's go.
We need to
see him too.
wrap this all up, and then get to the vineyard to place our trophies. Oh, trophy! We've only got the one left to place. Best fighting one, I believe.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
I mean, I'll ask and pretend I don't know anything.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
I'll tell him because I trust him.
Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister.
I don't want this surprising him later on during the trial. I want him to mull it over, pass it on to Anna Henrietta.
Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard.
And I stop him alerting the men.
Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me.
I'm kind of hoping he's more tight-lipped than he led on. But I do need to say, not just to Henrietta, because I know she'll turn a blind eye.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in
He's
flames.
trying to scam Her Majesty.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
Only
Your Grace,
things are
Geralt of
as
Rivia
he
has
said.
My dear subjects,
He's got a way with
we
words
come now
and
to
twisting
our
them.
next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
What's my guessing given?
We
Oh,
bestow the
Geralt.
distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such
It's the
is our
piddly
desire.
little badge.
May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
And she gets a sip of wine. Do I not get a sip of wine? I want
In
some
more
wine.
familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
I doubt I can carry them. I
The
hope they're in the
gustatory
vineyard, right?
experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Not time to say. I'm really on. Be
Feels
polite.
like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use
Okay.
of it.
Is that it? So I'd like to speak to her
In a
privately
moment
about the
I shall
sister.
speak to Siana. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly.
No.
But she is my sister.
I mean, that's not the best pay, no.
Bless my
I made money by
heart.
selling the swords off like some bandits.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course
I
I'll stay.
did get a vineyard though, which I had to
We
repair.
shall
It was
now
in
question
a state of
person
disrepair. No one else was
implicated in
using
the
it.
murders which
I've essentially
recently
given it in
ravaged
order
our fair
to
city of
repair
Beauclair.
it so that
Captain de
lands
la Tour,
look more appealing for
show
tourism.
Sylvia Anna in.
It's not really the best reward for vineyard, but I mean, it is my vineyard now. It is my vineyard. I had to put like 15k into it, but it's my vineyard.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I mean, she asked me to stay.
Duchess requested I be present.
I do have a lot of facts, and my
You have
opinion
committed
probably
crimes,
has a lot of weight.
grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus, I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial.
Okay. We
I
get
shall
to
now
make a
hear
decision
what he
here.
has to say.
Alright. She did have a reason to feel pain.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons. understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child. Thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you...
Yeah.
Your dagger hurt most. You were my Honorrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
I mean, I'm gonna try and speak
children, then.
without talking too much about the murders and that.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control.
It's not immediately
Remember,
relevant.
dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships.
It's all coming to light now. And Damien, the guard, knows that there was the plot to murder the Duchess.
Lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You
but
did not wish
she was
to be
banished for the prank.
Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you.
I'm letting them have a heart-to-heart at what is essentially a court, but it's just a gazebo.
Can you forgive me?
You just try and grab her. That's not what you do. This isn't like regular court proceedings, is it? This is weird, is it not? I don't understand. I don't. I mean, I guess it's a happy ending. And Damien knew the plot, so... I mean... there wouldn't have been anything bad coming from that. I think I handled it pretty discreetly.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Ah, and we've now got our favourite vampire.
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that.
I like
the tubers which grow in this.
You didn't get that ending, Seeker. Ah, I'm better at negotiating people making up with each other than you. I don't know if...
this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile.
Who knows, Seeker? Who knows?
Would you care to accompany me?
I mean, In the dark?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Fine.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves
It
and
just
a mask.
keeps going.
And you shall be in no
When do we stop?
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes
Okay.
me oh
Okay, optional. Put on the mask and gloves.
dreamy.
Dropping a
Ready
save.
for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
Dropping a
No,
save.
I was thinking about
What's gonna happen? Am I just gonna die from this?
Even an old necrophage corpse?
you've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Oh, I'm really curious. It's only gonna go badly. I'm not looting a grave. This is a bad idea. Drop quick save again. You know what? Could have been worse. It's not really that bad, that. I have butter to take the edge off, you know. Okay, the second one's been quite bad. Just eat the butter, it offsets it. There we go. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Bloodsucker go. Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
I mean, butter's just overpowered, you know, with the gourmet pair. You can pick highly poisonous plants by just shoving a bit of butter in your mouth. Also, I should say, spoilers should be. There we go. Said I'd put a message into chat for him.
Regis!
Because now we're just hunting down herbs and whatnot. Oh, Regis is getting attacked. I really wish I wasn't poisoned right now. That'd be quite nice. Also, I can't bloody see enemies. Oh. He can't, though. That's fine.
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind.
And you're back, Kim. Oh, yeah, we're just gathering herbs for more prologue stuff, but there shouldn't be any spoilers. We just picked some highly poisonous mandrake to brew some alcohol with our vampire friend.
Desire to have another drink.
Shouldn't be any spoilers here, I don't think. Shouldn't be any spoilers. If there is, it's because we're just drinking alcohol.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Look
Not
at how
much of a connoisseur.
poisoned Geralt is. Look at his
Started your
veins.
education.
He just dropped 115 editing assets. I'm assuming for video editing, did you like properly get into afterwards?
On the night
Ah. Yeah, 150 gigabytes.
Mind telling me what it is?
To be expected, really. They're large files usually.
That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
I think I'll do just that. That sounds fine to me.
Know what? think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow.
I mean, it might be tomorrow.
But one day I'll want to see what it's like.
Working animated text, flashy stuff. Cool.
Oh, stop, please.
Yeah, you need to show me if you actually
So
make anything with
fans
it.
have
I'm
begun to hurt.
curious to see.
Then what? Will you begin writing your
Stuff that's
memoirs
going
like
to be to do
Dandelion?
with stuff. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm assuming if it's like a proper package, you're going to have all sorts of
I
stuff
can
for
remember
it.
a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something
I
I
like how
do
we've
not
just got an old
remember
friend.
so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Is this someone I should know? I don't know. Check out bouncecolor.com. I mean, fair enough. I think you're allowed to put links into the chat. If you're not, I'll VIP you. But, yeah. Gonna sit a while longer? We're just chatting. We're gonna chat.
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Man, you know what? Screw it, you can have VIP anyway.
Distance is of the essence.
Is that my phone while we're
I
chatting?
thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
So that works. Yeah,
Interesting
you're now a
point of
VIP. There you go. In fact, no, there's an artist role. Do you want the artist role because you're making video stuff now? I give you that. That's one of the reasons I can actually think of giving someone an artist role. Do you want it? I don't know if I can do it with symbol command. I might change it later. I can't do it with symbol command. I'll leave you with VIP for now. I think the artist role's identical. I mean, I appreciate the offer. I don't really have anything to give you, but I mean, if you want to work on it, just to get a feel for things, I'm happy to send you some of the footage. I can just download it and send it as a file on Discord, or I'd have to put it into Google Drive and share it to you, probably. Yeah, if you want footage to have a look at and work on, I mean, I can give you some. I'm sure there's better stuff out there than what I do. My stuff's probably not the most cohesive.
Sit here a while longer.
Yeah, it looks
So
like
we
we've
shall,
won.
my friend.
We've won. We've done the
We've
DLC.
witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited
Depends on what I want done with it.
great and
I mean,
weighty
I've
events.
got no idea.
After all that
Guess like
toil,
highlights
we
channel
deserve it,
trailer
to be honest.
thing is the only thing I can think of that I'd actually get any use out
That
of.
we do.
I love how poisoned he is. And yeah, now we just have this again. I'll be honest, I'm half tempted to skip. Die skip. It's the same credits as the first. I mean, something to play with AFK, yeah, that would work.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
I mean, it's up to you. I've offered to pay you, but I've got no idea what rates are for stuff like that. Like, I don't even have much money to pay you with those. I'd feel bad making you do the work. Yeah, short Reddit, please. I mean, yeah, maybe. If you can think of anything you'd want to make me, just hit me up. I'm definitely gonna turn down like someone offering to make stuff. The point where we're just doing work to learn, don't expect anything. Yeah, but I mean, I'm still happy to pay you if you do a good job for it. Like, if you're not wanting me to pay you, I'll like add you on Steam and send you like all sorts of questionable games. Would that do? Just questionable 79 pence games.
A boost.
I feel that would be adequate payment, right? Just ruining your Steam library. There are some god-awful games out there. Yeah, there really are. Is my quest just go home to the vineyard? It says. No, I would take a signpost, but no. I don't know if that's actually the name of a game or not, and it's worrying that I don't know. Like, I want to assume no, it's not a real game, but I mean, the name, I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be real. Even though Citrus Graystein's gone. Yeah. Like, a lot of the time, like, when there's a Steam sale of any kind, or, like, if I'm bored on an evening, what you do is you go and look for the anime game tag on Steam. And just see what you can find. What utter nonsense you can find that people have surprisingly thought was good enough to sell. There's some amazing things. Anyway, I'm having one last ride through the countryside, and it's honestly lovely, this DLC. I do love it. It's just beautiful to look at with all the, like, greenery and colours. Nice, wide open stuff. Why is that on fire? It's probably fine. Just remember the one you saw. What's in there? Okay, one which... I mean, I bought a friend for a joke. I'll see if I can grab you a link. Let's see if I can grab you a link. Because I don't know how happy, like, filters on Twitch and YouTube would be with me saying it. I mean, there's a lot of these, apparently. But this is the one I found, though. It's weird. It tries to have a story. Have a look at that if you want. It's a wondrous interactive novel. Yeah, in it, your character is a time traveller, so he goes back in time, and he's a big fan of Communist Manifesto and whatnot. And you've got all this information on what goes wrong. And you can choose what you want to do with it. You can either seduce, you can do a lot.
Some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Yeah. It's apparently got multiple endings, that game, which is surprising for a narrative game like that. The one my friend got was clones of, I believe, Hitler, were mass-produced to be used as sex dolls. They gained sentience and took over the world. Utter madness. It's genuinely utter madness.
Unexpected as ever.
Ah, yes, utter madness indeed.
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even
Why
ask
is
why
Yen
I've come?
here? I've not
Or
flirted with
how
her,
I
have I?
found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Nothing
Used to
really.
bother me, all your secrets.
It's fair enough.
If you have
I'll
something
not
to
push you
tell
on
me,
that.
you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
Although I don't know if you'd
missed
call it
you, Geralt.
hentai, the one I
Madly.
put in.
Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some
Like, if you look at the page and look at the trailer, it's not hentai. It's worse. It's so much worse. So you messed up your playthrough, you lost them. Wait, did they die in, like, the Cairnmore assault? I hope so. Because, I mean, that's hilarious if that could happen. Or, no, that would make more sense, Sicker, wouldn't it? That'd make more sense. Thing is, any woman I could have a lasting connection with, I've done nothing with. Both the DLC women kissed one, and I mean, you know what, with the others. That's fine. Keep your options open. Yeah, like, poly relationships were nothing to frown at. That just means there's more love to go around, right? Yeah, I don't like having a house, but I'm happy with that.
Feels kind of strange having a home.
I must
Why do we have a
say I
seat
never
up here?
pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then.
That's Yen's alternate outfit, by the way. You can turn it on the
Run
settings.
away with me to the
I
world's
prefer it
end.
to our normal one.
This vineyard.
Like if you have a DLC, it's just in the options.
Yes.
There's also
although
alternate one for Triss, I
one
imagine.
thing missing.
I think
Namely,
anyway.
I
Doesn't
should
appear
give you a
often,
hint.
but you can turn
It's
them on.
large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
There's also one for Siri, but I didn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one.
the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down.
Please
here.
don't. Yeah, no, Geralt, don't say that. Geralt! God damn it. You could have not said yes to that. But yeah, we've got books
Brought quite a few
apparently.
books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at
Mess
all.
up Ciri's quest
These
when
aren't
it's written up in there.
grimoires, just pleasure reading.
Wait, what?
The name of the orchid. A widower for half a year.
Wait, you can have Ciri on your farm?
You too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading?
I've really
Because I
messed up. I
was,
need to go back and
but now
replay
I'm
it since I made the mistake, which I don't even know
A
what
few weeks ago,
I did.
woke to the
I want
realization
Ciri
I
here. That'd be
know
so much
not
nicer.
what to do next. I have no plan.
All I've done with
I have
Yen
no
is,
goal.
like,
And
go
you know
find
what?
the Jinn and
I
say
like that.
I didn't feel any different
Finally, I
about
can
her, which
stop
was
thinking
true.
about
Didn't love her
politics and
in the
focus on
first
what's
place.
important
But,
to me. Which is
like,
why I
we've
came
done that
here.
and we've cross-dressed in our clothes. Like, we shouldn't have a connection. The cross-dressing Geralt
Sounds so
shouldn't be
fun.
what did this, right?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe.
I don't think I
To be
didn't
blunt,
see what that
wear
pheasant
black
did a
down
moment
here and
ago.
you're pretty damn
Teleporting.
might need to think about changing your color palette.
Both Yen and Triss dump you,
Off-white
Ciri
and
becomes a
pea
witcher
green, for
and she comes to your farm.
And I'll wear scents distilled from
So what you're
spirits.
saying is you have to attempt to threesome
I think
in
I shall
order
simply stay
to get
in the
Ciri.
shade. And you'll bring me cool
Is it
drinks
worth it?
at
Is it
regular
worth it?
intervals.
It's probably.
Bring you whatever you want. Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet.
Would that pheasant
Bees
stop
buzzing, birds
teleporting?
chirping.
God damn
I
it.
almost regret delaying
This is
so
ruining
long
the news.
before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
I got yanked
You
into the
have
gin
doubts.
quest. Is that
I
all?
imagine it might
If I
have
did
been hard
no
coming after
quests
me.
for her,
Always
would I get Ciri by default?
Please, Geralt. I'm not
Maybe.
like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway?
I shouldn't have helped her.
Wordplay.
Forgotten.
I don't care
It
for
was
you.
at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humour both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change,
That's just if you do
Geralt.
the mage
I
scheme.
beg you.
Yeah, fair enough. I wonder if he did
So,
both of our quests if he'd cancel
talk
and you'd
again
end up
later.
with Ciri.
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
This pheasant, it's really trying, isn't it? Does it even exist? This is an off. And you know what? Neither of her can. This is the first time ever in this game there's been no quest under the minimap. That means we're done, right? There's no quest up there. Nothing's tracks. We're free. We've done it all. Oh, thank God it's over. Finally, only one thing left to do. Place my last trophy. And then strip naked. Or, oh. Got letter from Regis. No, I ought to read this, but I do need to get going. I need to get food at some point. Dear Geralt, reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders of thought. They found my mutagenator. Of course, you made up this instrument however you like. Perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function. But I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I've been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished and I am convinced. As convinced as an inventor can be, before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of its apparatus. You're surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, Mutagenator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from bodies, in this case the bodies of monsters and evildoers you kill, and when it has absorbed enough, it's literally just explaining his invention, but I want to read it. It has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount. Mutagenator changes stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you'll make good use of. As you surely understand, I'm an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning the chance will decide whether it is green, red, or blue mutagen. Chance, yet I have noticed colours tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rohelek Herzif Godfrey. It's quite the mouthful, that. And to Roland, yeah, nah, that's not happening. Nah, it's taken too long, that quest. I'm not doing the rest of it. I'm happy with how it's ended. I don't need to know what happened, but God, that is a name and a half. That's like your D&D noble character, where you just do the random name generator, like 6 times, score off a couple you don't like, and there you go, that's your name. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss Mutagenator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well. Accubitus. Well, only one thing left to do. Apparently we need to put more weapons down. That one goes on, and right, the other part of the rack. Other one, you can get that steel sword. Armor stand. You get the armor, which I wore for a large part of it. Do we have more armor stands? Yes, we do. God, you can just wear whatever. I think that's a home decorated, I think. Only one thing we're missing, and I'm not bothered enough to get it. Because it's all the way up here. It's just a painting. Like, I'm not bothered enough to go buy a painting to hang there. But yeah, I think that's been this. I really have enjoyed the DLCs. I've had a blast. Especially love just how bright and colourful, like Toussaint is. It's lovely. Got pheasants as well. Got to love pheasants. But yeah, that's that. I will say, not going to spoil anything for you, Kim. I'm not going to summarise much of what's happened, just because you haven't played it. Don't know if you've done Heart of Stone either. Heart of Stone, lovely, lovely DLC. Very much story-driven, more so than the fighting. There is a bit of fighting. But yeah, I think that's it. Can we just ride on a horse? Can we get a wild horse and betray Roach? Cool. Well, it seems that this horse is actually mine now. But yeah, this has been lovely. Like, I'm looking forward to you coming across, like, Wrench part of the DLC. It is good. And yeah, the skybox is glorious and very blue, like you say. It's so much more colourful than the rest of it. And because of the hills, you can actually see out over it all, because it's situated in a valley. Like you'll see hill here, hills go along there, hills up this side too. Like this big river is just a valley. Wherever you are, you can pretty much see that river. It's just lovely. It really does look nice. It's got lovely colours too. And it's nice. It's colourful. Got French people. What more could you want? But yeah, that's all for now. I will be putting the poll in Discord. I'll try and sort that in just a minute. Just for whatever the next game is. And I think I'm going to include Skyrim in it. Because I haven't actually played Skyrim before. I mean, it's a slight lie. I played it for like 5 hours back when it came out and I was around 12. Don't remember much of it. I think that could be fun. But it's only going to be an option in the poll. People don't necessarily have to vote for it. There's plenty to vote for. But yeah, that is all for now. Which version? There's like, I'm playing on the Samsung Smart Fridge. I mean, what else would you play on? It's the only real version to play. Yeah, but no, in all seriousness, I'll like get the proper, like, everything's there edition with like your fishing that they recently added. But yeah, that's all. I do hope you've all enjoyed. I've certainly enjoyed myself. And that is all. Wait, no, before I play Baron. Wait, really? God almighty, 5-minute load time skill. Why would you try and play Valorant on a smart fridge? I don't know. Sun's setting. This is actually a lovely scene. Got Geralt in his very gold armour. And that is all. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening. But that is all for now. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye for now. Happy to keep talking in the chat, by the way, Ken. I'm happy to type to you or anything.